And the French Air Force is conducting military exercises in the Indo-Pacific, which the French government calls an unprecedented power projection. One analyst says the move is a response to Chinese aggression in the region. More from NTD's France correspondent David Vives.
7 French warplanes departed this week to France's overseas territory of New Caledonia in the Southwest Pacific, followed by joint exercises with Australia, the United States, Canada and New Zealand. The operation is meant to train 160 military personnel and will last until mid-September. France's defense minister called it an unprecedented power projection operation in the Indo-Pacific area with France's partners. The exercises are coming on the heels of the release of a transcript of a parliamentary hearing. Admiral Pierre Vendier testified on the 27th of July, a few days before Beijing conducted retaliatory military exercises around Taiwan. Vendier, was the head of the French Navy, said, "Against the Chinese Navy, we will win if we fight together in coalition." Policy analyst Mathieu Servance says, for the French military, a war with China has become a possibility.
War is upon us. That's, in my opinion, the most important thing to take away from the Admiral's testimony. This is what he says about the Chinese Navy. We will win if we fight together. In this view, the war is already here. In the view of the French military, that's the case.
The Admiral testified that France has never in history been able to fight alone against an adversary with equal or superior strength. He also said at the hearing, "I have spent the last 2 years explaining everywhere that we're witnessing a movement of naval rearmament unprecedented since the Second World War. In 2030, the tonnage of the Chinese Navy will be 2.5 times greater than that of the American Navy." His spokesperson later said Vendier's words should not be misinterpreted and that France was not at war with China. Servance says the purpose of Vendier's statement was to send a message.
For the French military and the French armed forces, it's a way to send a message, because they, being on the ground, especially in the Navy, are confronted regularly with the aggressiveness and hostility of the Chinese military, and they actually see this aggressiveness, this hostility.
Last week, the G7 foreign ministers condemned China's military exercises in the South China Sea. But neither French President Emmanuel Macron nor the French government have directly addressed Beijing's recent moves. Servance says that China has regularly acted with hostility toward France in the Indo-Pacific.
For several years, the French Navy has been conducting what they call freedom of navigation exercises to guarantee and show that the Taiwan Strait is an open passage. But every time they do this, and increasingly so, they are harassed by Chinese ships. There have also been cases around a Chinese base in Djibouti in Africa, where French fighter planes have been blinded by Chinese lasers.
France's Navy is the 7th largest in the world. David Vives, NTD News, Paris.